1, 2, 3, clap. See, my problem was I was thinking about Jim.
Yeah, you're psyching yourself up now.
How can you not? Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy, Nice Podcast. Over there in Scotland, freshly woken up from their government-mandated nap, that's Brogan Hastings.
And over in Australia, awake all this time, it's Wayne Giovanazzi.
That is not a lie. I have been awake since recording our last Tuesday's episode, not last Tuesday's episode with King Lord Dr. Jimothy Mycicle Job Tholomew Esquire II, and this episode. Yes, that's a lot of names now to get through.
That's a lot of names.
That is what you meant when you sent that mycicle? Is that what?
Yeah.
Because that's how you spelled it. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's from the whole fact that, you know, if Tim is short for Timothy, then Jim is short for Jimothy.
Yes.
If Mike is short for bicycle, then Mike is short for bicycle.
Yep, I see the logic now. I wasn't sure if it was a spelling mistake or a typo or what, but I was down for it. I was with it.
I did send you that just before I fell asleep, and I thought I'll explain it later.
So had you been watching Bluey before you drifted off to slumber?
I did put it on and let my... I just like having things like that in the background when I sleep. I need white noise. I need something playing. I find it very hard to fall asleep without it.
Have you ever dreamed about Bluey then, with it playing as you fall asleep? No. Okay.
No, I don't tend.
You know, it would have been a lot more interesting if you had said yes, but
I know. I don't really dream about things that are real life. The last one I had that had like, for lack of a better word, real life characters was I had a dream last week or something that we were at Mystere, but it wasn't. You know, it wasn't
it was
at the Treasured
Mystere.
Island. Yeah, it was, you know, weird. There was like a balcony and stuff, and you know, our good friend Uncle RJ came over and he for some reason didn't realize we were in Vegas, and we waved to him. He was like, "Fucking A!" on stage as the baby.
There?
Just let us nod. It was like, "Fucking A!"
Fucking A.
And then I turned around and Taylor was walking around performing stuff and handed me a thing, you know, and his hands were very soft. That's all I remember.
See, I had that experience when I met Sean McAuliffe. When I shook his hand, I was like, his hands are very soft. And this is before I worked in the construction industry and my hands were weathered to fuck. So I assume my hands were, I mean, I don't moisturize or nothing like that.
No.
It's like, they were notably soft.
I only moisturize in Vegas. I got into such a good moisturizing routine in Vegas, and then it went to shit the second I got home.
Look, it was more than moisturizing in Vegas. It was every known remedy to the humankind for trying to avoid that dryness.
I took a lot of legal drugs in Vegas. Well, there was not even just drugs, just every kind of remedy known to man, because I had those nose strips as well that I wore everywhere.
Yeah, you were even wearing them on the floor at Scoop Fest at one point.
Yeah. There is genuinely, I remember seeing a picture of you, me, Mac, I think it was in it as well, but it was Matt with his kimono thing. I looked at the picture and it was the pajama thing, and I was like, oh shit, I've got the nose strips on. It's because I couldn't breathe. No,
that's right. I think the saving grace was the nasal spray stuff.
My god, that stuff was so
was the best shit.
My god.
Actually, I was using it at home for a while as well to open the nasal passages. Yeah. I don't know what it was. I don't know how it works, but praise, I guess, scientist. Praise the Lord, baby Jesus, for inventing it.
That is one of the things that I think when we next go back, you know, just as a preventative measure, one of the first places I plan on going is a CVS and picking up whatever that was.
I will go to the fucking convenience place in the airport and pay a premium so I'm still in the air-conditioned goodness before walking out those big double fucking doors that open up, and then you realize, oops, I'm not meant to be on ground floor. I'm meant to go up to level 1 and then catch an elevator up even higher to catch the Ubers from the Uber spot at the Harry Reid International Airport.
I was like, is it still Harry? Is it Harry Reid or is it McCarran?
Yes, it used to be McCarran. Yeah.
It used to be
It was McCarran. Now it's Harry Reid. My ICS scarf fell off my chair. I'm just going to have to wear it around my neck, I guess, because it didn't go around my chair. No, it's because of Jim. It's Jim's fault because he pointed it out and I picked it up and I showed him it and now it just falls off of my chair. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Jim.
But yeah, that's the thing. You stop off in the way that flights work from Perth to Vegas. You have a stop off in America anyway. I go from Edinburgh to London to Vegas.
You just reminded me I'm not flying into Vegas.
No, you're not.
That means I can get my nasal decongestant stuff from somewhere in LA or on the way. I can stop at Prim, fuel up, buy my lottery tickets, buy my nasal spray. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on it, and Parmesan or Parmesan. What do you say? Parmesan.
I don't know. It's been so long since I've had or asked for. I feel like Parmesan. Okay. I don't know. It feels like it should have a ja.
If it's not Parmesea, Parmesan, I don't know. It annoys me when it's not pronounced my way.
Parma. It's just Parma cheese.
Yeah. Do you have chicken parms? Chicken parmigiana? See, in America, they call it chicken parmesan. Oh, you've never had? Oh, of course you don't have it. Yeah, it's a silly question. Yeah, I guess you could have a plant-based alternative.
I might have had it before when I was younger, but it's not something that ever comes to mind.
See, that is a staple of Australian food. Take a chicken breast, smash the shit out of it with a giant hammer, coat it in breaded coating. I mean, depending if you go to a restaurant, they're probably going to deep fry it. But if you're cooking it at home, you'd like cook it in the oven. Put on some like red sauce, some cheese. Oh, it's a staple. I might have that for dinner tonight, I say, without having any of the ingredients or anywhere nearby open to buy it from.
Yeah, if there was like a vegan one, yeah, I'd go. Do you know what? It doesn't even have to be vegan, just as long as it doesn't have meat in it. I don't care. Oh,
yeah, it can be vegetarian, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, hang on, vegan without meat, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. The only reason I tend to go for vegan stuff is because when I stopped eating meat, I started looking at recipe books, and literally every vegetarian recipe book I picked up had even diet plan, anything like that, always have, here's hard-boiled eggs, or here's things with like whole eggs in them, and I'm like, I don't like eggs, so...
What is it you don't like about eggs? Because I don't like eggs, and I'm probably for a different reason.
I don't like the taste. I don't like the smell.
That's fine.
The only acceptable egg that's not like in baked goods is egg fried rice. I will eat egg fried rice.
Yeah, because it's bits of egg. It's very different.
Yeah.
I think I don't like eggs because they creep me out. That's all. It's I don't know. It's not an aborted chicken fetus. I don't know. I don't like it. The thought of it. I tell you,
to not be
really
disgusting, it's chicken period.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That sweet chicken period. No, I saw a video a few years back of a baby chick growing in an artificial egg, right? So they'd taken it all out of the egg and put it in like a plastic wrap thing, and you watch it grow and to not maturity, but to being born. It's like, that has definitely put me off eggs. I mean, I still eat them, but I do not choose to eat them. If it's in something, I'll eat it. I'm not going to make myself a hard-boiled egg or anything. But it's a little. Which part is like, because you got the yolk and the white, right? Mm-hmm. The yolk, is that the food for the chick as it grows, or is the white bit? Okay,
that's the high fat protein bit. And the reason I know that is because the amount of times that people are like egg white omelets, because the white's the good bit, the yolk's where all the calories and fat and stuff is.
Yes, the cholesterol.
Yeah, the cholesterol.
So if any part of the egg is not as gross to eat, it's the yolk, because that is what would sustain the chicken fetus as it grows.
I think it's just all disgusting to just imagine it.
Yeah. because like if you overcook it, the yolk goes powdery and it's not nice. If you undercook it, it's runny and raw. It's like
No.
just give me that seared flesh instead.
I'll just
Doesn't
have a
sound any
potato.
better.
Thank you.
Mm.
I'll just do a pendulum. Give me a potato.
So I can't remember. I think you said you tried doing like the cray ray stuff at some point. Did you?
I've tried cray ray 3 times. The first time was the most successful, which was with potatoes. But I still think I did it wrong because I didn't put any extra stuff on, but I did chop the potatoes up before I roasted them. And I don't know if,
when you roasted them, if you chopped them up and just stick them in the oven, you're doing it right. If you're taking the skin, you're doing it wrong. If you're adding anything to it, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I didn't add anything to it. So it might have been fine, actually. That's maybe why it was successful. And then the second and third times, I tried it with rice because I like rice more than I like potatoes.
Yep.
But I don't know. I mean, I might. It's 100% not a good long-term thing. It's a stopgap measure. I don't think so.
Yeah. Because you were talking about like vegan cookbooks and stuff like that. Because one that's recommended on Cray Ray is the Furman book. I can't remember what it's called. Eat to Live, I think. And the majority of the recipes in it are make sure you buy all this stuff and have this stuff, which is not available outside the US.
Yeah.
Do you know how long I looked for nutritional yeast and could not find it anywhere until I found it at like a bulk food health store? The only fucking place that did it. And just this apple cider that they're suggesting, I found it in a random pharmacy. It's insane.
A lot of our stuff.
I paid a premium.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that we have to get at a place called Holland and Barrett, which is like, health food store where you get like, vitamins and, stuff like that. But that's the biggest problem I have with cookbooks is that it requires you to have so many ingredients. You're like, I'm never going to use this outside this one recipe. And if this recipe sucks, then,
Yep. And say, going off Penn's, Penn's experience, I bought a fuck ton of that nutritional yeast. I did not like it.
I'm very lucky in the sense that my mum likes it. My mum puts it in a lot of things. I don't think we've had it for a long time, but she did like to put it in stuff. It wasn't too bad. I just didn't feel that it added anything. Or
that's exactly. It didn't add. Like, it's like it was meant to be like cheesy and stuff. Like, no.
I think it gave it a slightly weird taste. Like something's not quite right. It's not bad. It's just not quite right.
It's just a weird taste.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for that extra weird something, add a spoonful of nutritional yeast. I know that's not how Dr. Furman sounds, but that's how I hear him in my head when I'm reading his recipes.
Penn knows a lot of doctors because there's Furman, Gregor, Cray Ray.
Cray Ray is not a doctor.
Unofficial doctor.
Yeah. He's as much as a doctor as Nick, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I don't want to shit on any credentials he may or may not have, so maybe we'll leave that out. Maybe we won't talk about it. Just we don't know Ray Cronus's. Yep, no, that's not enough said. All right, we're gonna have to look at the list. I think we're looking at the list. Okay. See. When this happened, when it was said to me in a McDonald's drive-through, that's right, we're pulling content from a McDonald's drive-through. I was like, that is hilarious. I alone can get 35, 40 minutes content out of it. I could probably do a whole episode. But now I'm thinking, it's not that funny. It's not that good. I don't have any improv experience. We don't have an improv god on our show.
No. But
it made me chuckle. So if anything, it's just a little anecdote. Anecdote, not an antidote. So I was picking up Kez and it's like from work and she was working late night. So I was like, I'll grab something to eat on the way through because I'm going to have to get home and probably go to sleep because I need to go work in the morning. So I got a cheeseburger meal, right? Because it was on special on their app. It was $5. So you know how they got different sizes of their meals, right? Small, the middle one, and large. Do you happen to know what they call the middle one in the UK? Sometimes they call it regular.
It's either medium or regular, but I think it's regular.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's medium here. All right. I'd waited for a while at the window, at the drive-through, for them to give me my food.
Mm-hmm.
And out of nowhere, the window just slides open really fast. Hand comes flying out the window with the bag. And I just hear them say, cheeseburger medium. And I'm like, cheeseburger medium? That sounds like a good premise for a sitcom or a TV show. The cheeseburger medium. But then I'm thinking...
How would that work?
I don't know. See, I don't know if it's someone who only has futuristic visions of cheeseburgers, or if the medium themselves is a cheeseburger.
Like, would it be the same as reading tea leaves? Just give me your McDonald's cheeseburger?
Yes, what you do, you take the pickle out and you throw it at the wall, and depending how it lands and splats the mustard and ketchup with potential onion flecks, depending if you get onion or not in your burger, is how you would read the future.
It just sounds so gross.
Maybe it's like, have you seen iZombie? It's an older show, right?
God, yeah. I think I watched the first few episodes when it started, and I meant to keep watching it, but
the main character, Liv Moore, she is the main character in Ghost UK. That actress, her name escapes me. Anyway, she was a zombie, and if she would eat someone's brain, she would get visions of this person and their life. So maybe it's like that. The cheeseburger medium goes into like the murder victim's house, eats some of their cheeseburger and sees, just flashes, just enough to work on.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I'm still hung up. Did you mean Ghosts US?
That's exactly what I meant. I did not mean that. UK.
Yeah. My brain's going, what? But no, yeah.
Like this British actress is in a US TV show, and now back to Britain again.
I think the reason I know it is because David Anders, and I think whoever the main person was in iZombie, they were both in. Oh, and Rahul Kohli. Yes.
Yeah. He was I don't know if I've said that before, but I was going to say, just like that therapist I saw one time, I went to a doctor's surgery, and my regular doctor, not my regular doctor, but just a regular doctor, and he looked like I can't remember the character's name, but Rahul Kohli. He looked like him, and this was when iZombie was still on the air, and it freaked me out a little bit.
I can't believe they had 5 seasons.
Went for a long time. I stopped watching it after 3 myself. Kez watched the whole thing, I think.
I really, really do need to go back and watch it, because I was really interested in it.
It goes weird, man. It goes weird. It's not just like a simple procedural, let's solve this murder. It goes to political shit. Yeah. Zombies have rights and things.
I mean, it was based on a comic series, so okay. I don't know how much they took from that, but no, I just, like I say, I mostly remember wanting to watch it because I liked David Anders in Once Upon a Time, and he was also in another sort of zombie style movie called The Revenant, which was good.
The Revenant, that sounds familiar. Yeah. David Anders.
Yeah. The main character in iZombie, just to clarify, is Rose McIver.
Rose McIver, actress. Yes. David Anders, wasn't he in Heroes? Was he in Heroes?
Yes, he was.
Okay. I was so scared that you're going to say, "Oh, Heroes." I was a bit too young for Heroes. That worried me so much.
Yeah. That was my early high school days, but yes, no, I do remember it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I was 2006, 2005. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was not in school.
But yeah, so I actually now want to go back and watch The Revenant. So iZombie and The Revenant is now on my to watch list, as if I don't have enough.
What was The Revenant? Have you seen it or not?
I've seen it, but I saw it way back. If I remember right, it was just like a zombie thing where a guy gets shot and comes back, killed under mysterious circumstances. He awakens in his grave, just learning how to do it. But he's kind of stuck between being a zombie and a vampire.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like it's not a big budget movie. It's not like this is a completely undiscovered gem and stuff. It's a
movie. I thought it was a TV
dark comedy horror movie, and It's just a bit of fun.
Okay, so first he was in Transylvania and he bumped into the one and only Dracula and he got bit and turned into a vampire. But then he died, but he was infected with zombie blood, so he came back as a zombie vampire. But then every full moon he turns into a werewolf. Is that what we're thinking? Is that what it is?
No, it's better than that sounds.
Okay, but yeah, I'm not. Well, I wasn't trying to make it sound good.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it.
Okay. It was clearly not good enough to have a sequel, so we don't see The Revenant 2 Pig in the City anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
I would put it in the same class, critically speaking, not personal taste or anything. Army of Darkness.
Oh, so critically speaking, I don't know how the critics reacted to Army. You know what? Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to find out.
I don't think
Army of Dark, because I assume Rotten Tomatoes takes reviews from back in the day, even.
Yeah.
To get their tomato meter score. Yeah, 74% on tomato meter. I feel like that is better than what this zombie vampire movie sounds like.
Yeah, I did.
But I haven't seen it, mate.
The problem is The Revenant. Motherfucker. The Revenant is also the name of another big budget movie.
Yeah, like with Mel Gibson or something.
I don't think it's Mel Gibson. God, what's his name?
I said or something.
What I meant is newer than that.
Oh, okay. Oh, isn't that the one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
That's the man.
Yeah, with the bear.
Yes. So there's that. So it's easy to get kind of mixed up.
Yeah, get confused. So it's like, no, that wouldn't happen, because neither of those movies sound like a good date night movie. It's like, hey, baby, we're going to go see The Revenant later. Oh, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio, and that's like, surprise, it's a zombie vampire.
Yeah. 56 on Rotten Tomatoes. So not horrendous, just not great.
That's the tomato meter. Okay, it's it's above the median, I guess. The median score. Oh, I don't know what the median score. That's not true.
No,
I don't know.
It's not certified fresh, but it's not in the single digits.
And yeah, so it's not certified fresh, nor is it certified rotten. So
exactly.
Yeah, but more importantly, what was the audience score?
50%.
Okay.
I genuinely, it could be one of these things that I'll go back and watch and be like, oh, this is shit.
Yeah, I have had that. I have fond memories of watching the movie Mystery Men for the first time, right? And enjoying it. I tried watching it again last year, and it did not hold up at all.
I've watched a lot of crap films. I have seen, up to at least, I would say 2018. Everything that Robert Carlyle has done or been in up to the year 2018, I have seen. And there are some really good films, but there are some absolute fucking shite films in there that you're watching. You're like, wow, man, you needed to pay the bills that one, didn't you?
I've seen a lot of. Okay, it's not true. I've not seen all of a lot of terrible movies, but I've seen big portions of a lot of terrible movies, like late night staying up with my older brother waiting for Late Show with David Letterman to come on, or music shows and stuff. And the one that always sticks out is one that's called The Android Affair, and I've just looked it up now. It's a 1995 television movie. A fly has just landed on my monitor. I'm scared to kill it just in case it's Jeff Goldblum. There we go. So the description is: Karen Garrett, a promising young doctor, is assigned to perform a difficult operation on Teach, an advanced android who has never had his memory erased, that means. She soon realizes that Teach is much more than an assignment and is drawn to his desire for a very human life. When Karen takes Teach into the outside world, they soon discover that there is something far than its ... I don't know what the rest is. And honestly, I've seen most of this movie and remember none of it. It's not good.
No.
But yeah, I'm familiar with terrible movies. Oh, let's see. No, Robert Carlyle was not in it.
No.
So there's no need for you to watch it. So why only up till 2018?
Because That was kind of around the time I stopped watching. No, I probably stopped watching Once Upon a Time before then. I stopped keeping track. There was like a big period of time where Once Upon a Time was everything he was doing. He stopped for a while to do Train Spotting 2, but I was like, well, Once Upon a Time got so bad.
I think I watched the first couple of seasons, but yeah.
It was like up until the first series was perfect. The second series at the time felt like a complete and utter train wreck. Looking back, the second series was really good. And
in comparison?
Yeah, and in the first half of series 3, because series 3 was when they started doing A and B, so they had like 2 separate plot lines a series, which really pissed me off. But the first half was the one with Peter Pan, and then after that it was Frozen. I'm like, oh, fuck this. And they killed off, one of the good characters in the first half. No, it was just a mess. It was like, what the actual fuck are you doing?
Because wasn't Giancarlo Esposito in it as well?
Yes, I forgot he was in it. He was Magic Mirror.
I like him. Yeah, and that
really
wasn't
good.
even enough to entice me. Can I just say, you should be very proud of me, because I did not press the spoiler music button. Because we were talking about an old show, but also nothing was being spoiled. So yeah. I was about to, then I realized, hang on, nothing's being spoiled here.
No, I mean, I'm looking at Robert Carlyle's credits just now, right? And the only things I haven't seen Yesterday, but I have seen Robert Carlyle's section on it. I've not seen North of Normal.
I don't even remember him in it.
He was John Lennon.
Oh, yes, that's right. I do remember.
Yeah. I've not seen the 2019 War of the Worlds, and I've not seen Cobra.
Mm-hmm. Which is the Castlevania game that is in?
Lords of Shadow. I love Lords of Shadow.
I was almost so excited for you when I saw this news yesterday that Return to Castlevania is coming to Dead Cells, because everything was saying, oh, it's like the one that you just said. Sorry, which Castlevania?
Lords of Shadow.
Lords of Shadows. Say, oh, very similar to Lords of Shadows. And then I remembered that it was for Robert Carlyle mainly, wasn't it? Not necessarily gameplay.
I mean, honestly, the games themselves were really good.
Oh. Sorry, it was the fly. The fly literally landed on my mouse. Where my thumb, see a little groove on my mouse? It landed right here, and I put my hand on the mouse and like crushed the fly between the mouse and my thumb, but not with full pressure, so you could feel it going. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff Goldblum.
Lords of Shadow, the first one, great game, great plot, great characters. The middle one, the sort of in between, Mirror of Fate, really good looking game, good plot, good characters. The second one, fantastic ending. I don't understand the plot, but the end fight is between Dracula and Satan, and there's also Alucard that's in it as well, which is, for people who don't know, Dracula backwards, and was Dracula, Gabriel Belmont's son, who then turned into a vampire as well.
Oh, well, that is spoilers. Wow, okay.
I mean, it's not really that much.
Oh, no. But I mean, I was just thinking to myself, I'm probably going to play these games because, the genre is Castlevania and Metroidvania, and I love Metroid games, so I'd probably enjoy these games as well.
Yeah,
but
honestly,
that's okay. I should have known.
These ones aren't Metroidvania. That's the thing.
Oh,
these ones are more like God of War.
These are yep. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. I know which games.
And on it, like, I have the soundtracks to all 3 of them. And oh my god, the music that plays over the final. Oh, it's a track called Satan, and it's so good. It's so good.
Do you have these tracks on vinyl or on do you have the albums on vinyl or just like downloaded?
I just
CDs?
had them down. I had them CDs because I didn't have a vinyl player when I bought them, but I don't even think they're available on vinyl. But they should maybe.
I don't know.
I do have Castlevania soundtracks on vinyl, so they might be, because they were releasing them in order. I don't know if they got up to Lords of Shadow though. That would be good.
We could easily find out. We could. But is now the time to do that?
Yes. I don't think Lords of Shadow has been released on vinyl.
Well, that's a shame. You're gonna have to spend your hard-earned bucks on something else.
I know.
Sorry, you don't have bucks. You've got pounds.
I do.
You got look. There's a joke, and I don't quite have it. Got to do with pounding. I don't know yet. I don't know. Writer, if you think listener, if you think you know, write in with your joke about spending pounds and pounding, because I've not got it. I'm never going to get there. You could be the selected winner for this week's pound competition.
I mean, we do have Poundland, so
sure do. Poundland. So it used to be Pound Town, but it's upgraded to a whole land.
We've got that. We've got Pound Stretcher.
Stretch out that pound as far as it will go.
Yeah.
What about see, a pound isn't very much, but like, do you have a cheap menu at like takeaway places where it's like the pound menu? Because we've got like the dollar menu at Macca's and shit, which I imagine would be called the pound menu in the UK.
I don't know. I think, do you know what? I think ours is like the 99p menu. Like I think they saw where that was going, and we're taking the 1 penny off.
There you go. So there's pounds and peas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are many other weird like UK currency things that no longer exist, like a threepenny bit.
Threepence that's how much it costs to feed the birds, I believe.
Yep.
How many guineas to a threepence?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anything about this. How much these are. There's a halfpenny bit as well.
There's a what? A halfpenny?
Halfpenny.
Okay, halfpenny.
Which is a half penny, I believe.
See, nothing would cost a half penny. That's just ludicrous. Although I do recall as a young'un, like 5 years old, going to the local delicatessen and you could buy like 2 candies for 1 cent. Bearing in mind, like, I was going to say it's like from the Victorian era, but I'm pretty sure it was still around when my grandpa was, it might have even been around when Mum was younger, so apologies, Mother. It's certainly never in my lifetime have I spent a halfpenny bit, so. But is it an actual coin though?
Yeah, it's an actual coin.
Really?
Yeah.
So a half penny?
Yeah.
Half a cent?
Yes.
See, look, in Australia, in the 90s, we got rid of the 1 and 2 cent coins because they're good for nothing for no one. But what was on the 2 cent coin had a frilled neck lizard on it, right?
Ooh.
And the 1 cent coin had an echidna. Arguably, probably the best animals on coins you're going to find. Because you got the $1 coin, sure, kangaroos, whatever. But I think the 20 cent coin, is that a platypus? Yeah, platypuses are cool. Have you ever seen, what was the show with Perry the Platypus in it?
Oh, Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, did you ever watch that?
No, I didn't.
No,
I think it was outside my age range.
Yeah, it was outside my age range, probably for the other direction. But
I think I was too old for it.
Old? Okay, good. Cool. I did play the game. Do you remember like the Where's My Water games and stuff on phones? The app, Where's My Water? Oh, okay. Basically, it was they were made by Disney, right? And the idea was you had to get water from the top of the screen down to the bottom of the screen to the alligator, crocodile, whatever, who's waiting in his shower and bathtub. You'd have the water. You have to dig through dirt to make the water fall through a path to get to him and fill up his shower so we could bathe.
Okay.
So there was a whole series. Like, I think there's Where's My Water 1 and 2, but there was also Where's My Perry, which was all about Perry the Platypus from that show. I had no idea what they were talking about in their little cutscenes, but the game was fucking great.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, and Where's My Mickey was another one, which was all Mickey Mouse. You know, the like the newer cartoon look Mickey. It looks kind of different. Yeah, is
that the one where it looks old school? Yeah,
it looks old school.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Like the first time I ever seen that, I thought it was like a faked one, but it was a clip where Minnie was like on a tram or something, got pulled off while Mickey was, bending down to kiss her hand or whatever, and she was like, Mickey! And he goes, Eddie! It's like, softly but distressed.
Yeah. Because there's a whole new ride I think it's only in Disney World at the moment, but it's going to be in Disneyland as well, where it's all that style Mickey Mouse. So Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy. And it's like, I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it's a train or something you're driving around. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's open when I'm there next, I'll go on it. Okay. We should hit up some of the regular segments because we didn't hit any of them. So we've got some catch up to do. Technical difficulties. It wouldn't be our show if we didn't have any. We really need to get some form of fucking professional software. You know, we might have to spend some money on this damn thing.
Shit, yeah. We might actually have to.
Yeah. But we should probably hit up some of our regular segments because our guest last episode rudely did not let us get to any. Oh, that's not true. We did get to one, didn't we? We got to this one.
It's time for Coffee Talk. Taking those turtles one straw at a time.
We did get to do Coffee Talk.
We did, yes. Did you see how I hit the symbol and then I stopped it halfway through the crash because that's what happened? Yeah.
I wondered what you were doing.
Yeah. I have some coffee talk, I guess, a little bit. A little bit. So me and Kez last night, we went out for dinner, right? We went to a Mexican restaurant. And we'd been there a couple of times before. We like it. I guess if you were Jacob, the audio guy, he would consider it date night. I don't think we would. But no, so it's called El Publico, right? I don't know if there's an accent on that or what, but that's how it's written. And now we're not eating much. I got the thing I like to get is called Mogo balls, which, considering they've got a big motif of a donkey on the wall, I'm scared to ask what the Mogo balls are for starters. But no, they're like, I guess they're shredded beef formed into a ball and then coated in this banana batter. I don't know. So it's beefy banana. It's pretty good. But we also ordered some tacos, right? And I got one taco. I got a beef taco. And Kez got two. She got a beef taco and maybe a chicken. It's irrelevant. Point being, we had two beef tacos. Yeah. I had mine as it comes. Kez ordered hers without onion and without what Americans call it cilantro.
Coriander.
Coriander, cilantro. Yeah, exactly. So one with no cilantro, coriander, or onion, and mine just regular. So they bring it out. It's like, we've got two beef tacos, and I look at them. It's like, they're wrong because they both had no cilantro and no onion. And he's like, oh, okay. And he goes away, then brings it back, both with onion and one with cilantro. And I start to speak up. I'm like, oh, it's still wrong. And Kes straight away, it's like, no, it's fine, it's fine. And I never speak up. So it's like, you're not going to let me finish this. It's like, I've already started now. It's too late. So I just say, oh no, the order was one as per the menu, the other one, no onion and no coriander. And it's like, oh, I can get it fixed. And Kes said, no, it's fine. It's fine. And I'm not angry or anything, not really warranting coffee talk, I guess. But I was kind of loudly exclaiming, it's like, we only fucking come here like once a goddamn year. And they mess it up. It's not like we're eating much, maybe because we're not spending much money. They didn't want to get our food right. But then afterwards, our server comes up with 2 glasses of what looks like shots of something, like in a lowball glass on the rocks, something on the rocks. And I was like, oh, I heard about what happened. It was a mistake by the kitchen, and I was really angry because this only ever happens to my tables. And I'm like, okay, hang on here. If it only happens to your tables, that sounds like it's not the kitchen's fault.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, that sounds like you. And it's like, but we would like to offer you these free coffee tequila drinks. And it's like, I'm like, I've already drank half a drink that I ordered. I'm driving. I can't hold my liquor nowadays. It's like, Kez wasn't obviously not going to drink it. It's like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take one. So I don't know what she did with the other one, whether that got taken back to the bar and like tipped down the drain or something, or taken to another table. Look, to their credit, that was a very nice coffee tequila shot, whatever it was. It was very good.
And it was a very nice offer.
Oh, yeah. It was. I don't know why we didn't say just leave them both. Realistically, we should have.
Yeah. Unprompted, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that, but, you know, I can imagine what you were like, so...
Oh, no, I wasn't that bad at all. I was a bit... I was saying it loud enough for the people on the table next to us to hear, but not any of the servers or anything like that. So it was that sort of underhanded comments that I was making.
Okay.
But the thing about this place, right, El Publico, they've got some weird art.
Fucking God.
Did it stop again?
It just says, oh, snap.
All right, don't worry about it. We're still recording on Zoom, so we'll just keep going. Yep. They've got some weird art on the walls, right? So they got this big neon sign donkey, which is, I guess, their mascot, because it's all over their shirts as well. Yeah. But this one, they've got a weird mad pig line drawing as well. It's like a rabid mad pig foaming at the mouth. Interesting. Okay. Lots of rabbits as well. I remember the last time I was there, I looked up why, and there was like some story about a rabbit in Mexico, or I don't know the details. But this one I'd never seen. It was opposite the bar, and it's this big painting of a woman nursing a rabbit. And I mean nursing, feeding a rabbit. Yeah. But she also had 3 breasts.
Okay.
Yeah, but all I could think was the movie Total Recall. Have you seen Total Recall?
I have.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, I don't think I've seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
Oh, okay. Well, for those who have seen it, all I could think was I wish I had 3 rabbits. Because in Total Recall, she's got 3 breasts, and the guy is feeling her up, and he says, I wish I had 3 hands. So that's all I could think was, I wish I had 3 rabbits.
Has it got anything to do with the fact that it's the lunar year of the rabbit?
No, nothing at all. That would be a Chinese restaurant rather than a Mexican restaurant.
I just see that stuff everywhere, because I know that Vegas Golden Knights have their Lunar New Year person.
Kids just bought a silk pillowcase, right? And the place we got it from, I only realize now, it's red because of the Chinese New Year. Lunar New Year is what's going on at the moment, because they had all this red shit, and it was cheap. Good price.
Yeah.
But look, it's not going to stop me from going back to this place again next year some point, because I enjoy the food, and they very much well made up for it, unprompted, which was good. But the thing is, I'm also thinking maybe I'd eaten some of my Mogo Mogo balls, I'd eaten some of my taco. So you know what it's like when I eat. It's like if I have too much too fast or whatever, I'll not feel great. So I was sitting there at the table, arms folded, elbows on the desk, sort of looking like not like I'm not impressed, but I'm just like, I need to take it slow. I've had something to drink, and I'm eating at the same time. I can't handle this. I'm just going to take it easy. So I probably looked grumpy as fuck, and that may have been what prompted it. So yeah. Have you got any complaints this week besides our recording software?
I don't think I've got any complaints, actually. I'm, complaint free this week. I've had quite a good week, actually.
So no one at work angering you, nothing happening on the trams to make you want to stab someone in the face?
I mean, don't get me wrong, work's work, and I'm mad at people all the time at work, because
nothing out of the ordinary.
Nobody appreciates at my job that I'm trying to keep them out of jail, And I don't know how many times I have to tell them, I'm not doing this to be a dick. I'm doing this so that the Law Society don't fine us a fuck ton of money and you lose your practicing license.
So it's not the client. It's not the client you're keeping out of jail. It's the fee earners you're keeping out of prison?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, if someone does wrong you, you could destroy them.
100%.
You could just accidentally miss something in a report or whatever it is that you do.
Yep.
Accidentally miss.
I would never do that. I mean, mostly because...
I'm not saying you would.
And that's not even like a hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I would never do that. That's a, I can't lie for shit, so people would,
Yes.
you know. I mean, I say that, but I beat you at lying, Zach, so who knows? But I've got a guilty conscience. I know. I've got a guilty conscience, so I couldn't do it.
Yeah, but also there would be some form of liability. I mean, you can do something unintentionally, probably, and still be in trouble.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. It's like breaking a law without knowing it's the law. You're still breaking the law, and you're going to get in trouble.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Correct. I don't know that for a fact because I have not done legal studies. I'm only basing it on what I've seen on television.
Yeah. Would the reasonable man assume it's illegal? Yes. Then yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All
reasonable person test.
Speaking of lawyers and legality and stuff, we've had something sent in by Jobeth.
Ooh, hi Jobeth.
Because it is the judgmentalist. Yes, we need to keep up our number one spot as the number one license plate and bumper sticker podcast.
Hell yeah, we do.
Jobeth pulling his weight for a show that isn't even his. Speaking of which, a show that is his, Big Sexy Digital Nomad. Have a listen to that one. Jobeth is like, yeah, it's just all their old stuff says. It doesn't say judgmentalist on it. It says the old name he would perform under. Yeah,
I have sent him updated stuff because I do art for Big Sexy Digital Nomad too. So
and speaking of which, I think it's Big Sexy reached out and said, "Hey, that comic that you did for me, can we turn that into a sticker or part?" I was like, "Go right ahead. It's your comic. When you force me to, as a patron, and when I'm forced to draw your comic, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it now. Basically, it's yours. The only thing I ask is usually wait for me to post it first, but I'm so behind on posting that it's like, it doesn't matter. I haven't seen the stickers yet, so I don't know what they look like. But I don't know if you saw this yet in our inbox, the one that Jobeth sent through. Take a look at it and tell me what you think it says.
I think that says side chick.
That's one way of looking at it. I just like to assume that this person who identifies as a chick just likes to garb themselves completely in suede. That's how I read it.
So you're reading it as suede chic.
Oh yeah, even better. I was just thinking suede chick, but suede chic. Yeah, that's even better. But I never thought this would happen.
She's definitely a side-hole.
Yeah. I never thought that this would happen to me, but I'm now only taking my life advice from license plates that I see on the road. Because I was driving a long way to get to work. And sure, I've seen that in the past, I've seen the license plate YOLO, YOLO. And I'm like, come on, license plate. Who the freak are you to tell me how to live my life? I only live once? Yes. But do I have to listen to your advice and just do whatever I want? Like, am I meant to speed and ram you from behind in the car, of course I'm talking, and like risk everyone's life? But no, that's not what I'm about. But I saw a variant of YOLO license plate. Oh. Starts off the same, YOLO. Then there's a space. Why not? You know what? You're right. Why not? May as well. I should live the life on the road that you want to live, which is, overtaking people without indicating, throwing change at people who piss you off, burnouts down the highway. And that's just in the car. I mean, if I go by YOLO, why not? In my general life, who knows what I could achieve?
That's true.
No, I don't want to make that into a bumper sticker. I don't like it. It only works as a license plate because you can't. Actually, we should make a bumper sticker that says, "I only take my life advice from license plates." There we go. All right. This is the part of the podcast that if we did have the music for it, it would be playing. Yes, enough time has passed. I can now say that again without feeling bad. But I guess it's time for art talk, hey? I saw you pick up your iPad, so I figure it's time for art talk.
Oh, I'm picking up my iPad for a completely different reason because my arm is burning and I don't know why. And I'm using the screen to cool it. I don't know. It just really hurts.
The iPad has cooling function. I've never heard of that feature.
Well, it's a cool surface. The desk is too warm.
Okay.
Yeah, the phone works too.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
No.
That was the fly flying in front of my microphone and my face. Jeff Goldblum hates me. There you go. You got a can of Pepsi Max. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Are you all right? I'm
fine. It's just itchy and it burns, and I don't know why.
Hey, I've just gotten an email from El Publico. They must have known I was talking about them. It says, "Hola, Wayne. Gracias for dining with us the other day. We hope you enjoy your evening at El Publico." That's all. They did ask me to tip, though, which did throw me a bit. No, we were in Australia. They make a fucking way. They make a living way. Well, I don't know. I haven't worked in the hospitality industry in a while, but it's not a necessary thing, nor is it a custom in Australia. So
no.
Art talk.
Anyway, art talk.
What you got for us this time, B Money?
Many things this week. Been a fucking busy week art-wise. Jesus Christ.
Where do you want to start? We've got a couple of you got PSS, you got PNT, you got Hunkies. Let's
start with the Hunky Boys. And I'm laughing about this because I tried to explain Year of the Hunky Boy to my manager Derek, because I accidentally said, I think I was talking about something. I went, oh, no. Well, it's the Year of the Hunky Boy, and he went,
oh no,
what are the Hunky Boys? He's like, I've never heard of this. Who are they? Who are these Hunky Boys?
That has confirmed that Derek is not a listener.
Yeah, which is probably a good thing.
Probably for the best.
Probably for the best. But yes, so kind of a couple of versions of Hunky Boys. So the thing, as we know, Year of the Hunky Boy, which means at the start of every month there will be a Hunky Boy calendar page. January's was Ice Cream Social. So there's one of them anyway. So if they're on the Hunky Boy calendar, that's fine. Yeah. Anybody's birthday that I remember will get a Hunky Boy post, and it was Schwood's birthday on the 17th of January.
Mr. Brian Brushwood.
Mr. Brian Brushwood. So I posted his Hunky Boy picture, and then our friend Frozen Custard said, but what about his spikes? Because as we know, Mr. Brian Brushwood is, if you Google him, most of the pictures come up with him with his spiky hair with frosted tips. And I went, yes, you're so fucking right. I am a fool. So edited
spiky hair, frosted tips, but also like bleach blonde, what is it exactly?
I don't know. It's like blonde. It's almost white, you know. Yeah. So yes, I done.
Is he a ginger or not?
No, he's dirty blonde, I think.
Yeah, I think that's that.
Like, you know, it's dark brown sometimes. It depends. I think it depends on the light. It depends on the
lighting. Yeah. It depends. It's like his eyes, I assume. It depends if he's wearing a nice blue blouse and it brings out the greens and blues in his eyes.
Yeah. Very much like Jacob the Audio Guy. I draw him with dirty blonde hair. Yeah. Jacob the Audio Guy does not have dirty blonde hair, but that's how I draw him, because
it is a point of difference between the boys, that's all.
Yeah.
In art.
So there was Hunky Boy Brian Brushwood. What other Hunky Boys did I post this month? Have I posted more Hunky Boys?
You have. You also posted a title card for last Friday's episode.
Oh, yes. Which I suppose isn't really Hunky Boys, but close enough to it. So the
it's classified as Hunky Boys. What are you talking about?
So as of this recording, the episode has not gone out, but by the time this episode is out, it will have posted. The ICS episode, Guardians of the Gutters. The title card was drawn by me, and it has them as the boys plus Big Sexy as Guardians of the Galaxy. And
I guess that's a spoiler alert for people that Big Sexy must be on the next episode of Ice Cream Social.
They'll know by the time this episode comes out.
Oh, yeah, all right. I don't know. I'm just saying, whatever. I didn't mean to say spoiler alert, okay? I didn't even... Look, you should be proud of me. I did not hit the button,
You did not hit the button. You did not hit the button. But I was very happy with how they came out. I think Paul, especially Paul as Groot, with a little corgi rocket raccoon on it, looked very good. So yeah, I was really happy with that one. What else have I done? I can't remember.
You've also done bi-weekly Penn and Teller bit.
I have done a bi-weekendly Penn and Teller bit. Elsie the cow. Elsie the... No.
What?
Elsie
What?
the African pigmy spotted elephant.
Yeah,
100% definitely an elephant.
It's like learn your animals. It's like
I know. I failed.
It's like, let's talk about the cow in the room here. You don't say that, do you?
No,
like, we got to talk about the cow in the room here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the cow in the room is your ability to identify animals.
I am a disgrace. So yeah, I've done that. I'm quite happy with how that came out. I think, I don't know, I'm always nervous about them because it's not, the ones that aren't, like, for lack of a better word, a screenshot of the trick in motion are always harder because there's so many aspects to a trick that it's like, yeah, I don't know, but I like the Penn and Teller presenting pose. I like how Elsie came out. So yeah, but actually, just to go back on Schwood.
Yes.
I've had quite a few replies to that saying, "Draw me as a hunky boy," and I wasn't going to make it a thing. It was going to be if I have a picture of you already, and I know your birthday. But I had a non-zero amount of people reply saying, "Make me a hunky boy." So,
and then what did you post? Yeah, if you want this, hit me up.
Yeah.
But did you not see my quote retweet?
I did.
Come on, does that not make more sense? Send a self-addressed stamped envelope and $20.
I think because it's a bit of fun. It's a parody. It's not meant to be taken seriously. A lot of the poses will be the same because there's only so many ways. There's only so many ways you can draw hunky boys. So that's all it is, I think. So we'll see. But if you want one,
word to the wise, get in now because when our Patreon launches, it's going to be a paid thing.
Yeah. But if you want one now, email makemeahunkyboy@gmail.com with a picture of yourself.
What if I send in a picture of other people?
Oh my god, please don't do that.
I can get my revenge.
Yeah, you would have to make a burner email because I'd just like, I know it's you, Wayne.
Yeah. I'll send an email from admin@nicepodpod.com. Then you won't know if it was me or you.
It's coming from inside the house.
It's coming from inside the email server.
So that's the other Hunky Boy one. There's the P&T bi-weekly bit, and there was
something else as well. Do you recall what it was? The other thing you've done this week?
The animatic.
Yes.
I posted an animatic for the first time in fucking donkey's years.
I had no idea that's what the Chubby Bird Boyds was for.
Well, technically it wasn't.
Okay.
The Chubby Boyds was for a Penn Sunday School postcard design. I don't often comment on social media about the postcard designs. I genuinely don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't know if I'm allowed to post them because I suppose at the end of the day, the reason that you're getting them, from the Patreon signed by Penn is because it's a physical thing signed by Penn. Yeah. So that might be one to ask about because I think some of the designs are really good. I'm really proud of a lot of the designs.
Shouldn't be posting them to socials, I don't think. But you can always show me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like at the end of the year, here's last year's postcards. Yeah,
this is what you missed out on, and then just like put big watermarks over everything.
It might be sign up to the Patreon to get, to not miss out kind of thing. It's a good way to plug Penn's Patreon. Anyway, so originally that design was for the postcards, but I did want, when Penn told the story, I did want to make a little animatic for it. And it's only like 30 seconds long, and it's just a little story that Penn told about seeing a sign that says "Do not feed the birds," and he was sad because he felt that sign was, directed at him that he should not feed birds at all. And Moxie had to say, "No, you're okay. Just don't feed the birds here. You can feed your birds."
Just means it. Yeah. It's funny because the episode of Penn and Teller Fool Us that just came out is an animal special, right? So it's all tricks with animals.
Yeah.
And there is one with a bird. There's a couple with birds, I think. Is there? I don't know. There's one with a bird, and Penn loses it at this bird. That's as much as I'm saying. But it's like that is the right reaction from Penn for this fucking bird.
Fucking loves birds. He just fucking loves birds.
So when you see this bird, you're like, you might even have the same reaction as Penn. So yeah, you had a lot of art stuff this week.
Yeah.
Me, the usual, just drawing comics. Well, I should be drawing other stuff as well. Now, one of these comics, or did you have any other art business to discuss first?
I don't think so. I'm working on a few things, but
all right,
we'll see.
Well, one of these comics then, for the Not So Good at This podcast, the podcast within a podcast, was recorded earlier. You know, like, what's the time? Like 12 hours ago when Dr. Jim was still in our virtual studio, because the comic is directly related to him. So he like, I don't know, I didn't have to say this. I could just edit it in seamlessly, but, you know, behind the magic. Not so good at this. And the first comic we're looking at today is comic number 422, working title UNLV, and it's 3 panels long. In the first panel, we see 2 people. One person is holding a University of Las Vegas supporter flag, and they're wearing a shirt that says UNLV on it, and they're shouting, "Yeah, go UNLV, go!" And in the second panel, we see the other person who suspiciously looks like a therapist in Las Vegas, maybe Dr. Jim Jobin, and they're saying, "Boo, more like go away, UNLV, you suck." And in the last panel, the UNLV supporter has approached Jim and is saying, "I will destroy you." That's the comic. And I was forced to draw that comic by Patreon supporter Andrea. If I didn't, then I don't know yet. I'll add something in post. I haven't written that part yet, so I didn't know. Not so good at this. And the other comic we're looking at today is Sad Pirate number 28, working title Dog Game. And it's 4 panels long. And in the first panel, we've got Sad Pirate looking quite happy. And he's saying, "Yar, finally done with me piratey errands." In the second panel, he's made his way home and is saying, "Time to play that new game I've had sitting there." In the third panel, he's walked into his house and into a room which is filled with all his video game stuff. And most of it is on the floor being destroyed. And he's saying, "Shiver me timbers, Woofy got into me video game room." And in the last panel, he's gone to find Woofy and what's happening. And Woofy is sitting there on the TV playing this brand new game before Sad Pirate can. Yeah, that's the comic. And that comic is big thanks to patron Ryan G, who would always let his dog play first. There you go. That explains the comic with the Patreon thanks. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. See, I was worried about that comic and the joke not working, not being obvious. But honestly, you can't see this, dear listener, because this is an audio format of a visual media. But the game that the dog is playing, it looks like, sort of like a Legend of Zelda, and it's a frog running around with a sword. It kind of looks Adventure Timey meets Legend of Zelda.
It does.
I don't know how long we've been going for because we've had some troubles with this recording, but I reckon we could try out this. Look, we're not doing an accent challenge. Brogan's freaking out.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Jesus. Both my screens just went completely black. Like, I could still hear you and everything. They were just both black. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it still says we're recording in the top corner.
Oh my God.
That's something.
Yeah.
Perfect timing for that to happen as well, by the way, as we're talking about it.
Yeah.
This episode may or may not make it to air. But yeah, we're not doing an accent challenge, but we should probably check in on the standings, I guess, of the latest accent challenge, which was the Twilight Zone. Oh my God, it is 50-50.
I saw.
Oh, I hadn't been keeping up on it. That is crazy. Why is... Yep. Anyway, we're going to do We're going to try something. We're going to play a game called 20 Questions, and it's an actual board game that was purchased at the shops after the success of You Lying Sack. We're going to try this out. So, is this recording video as well?
Yes.
All right, we'll try out this. So, do you know how to play this game? 20 Questions.
I'm aware of the games. I think explain the rules anyway.
Basically, I pick up this card and it's either a thing, a person, or a place. And then you choose a number between 1 and 20. And I'll read out that clue on the card. And you have to get it in as little clues as possible.
Oh. Right. That's what I was wondering. When you showed me the card, I was like, I couldn't understand why there was questions on the card.
Yeah. So the first one, we won't reveal it to the audience. Because if I say it out loud, you'll hear me. So what we'll do... you pick a number between 1 and 20, and I'll read you that clue, and we'll see if you can guess. So this is a thing. It is a thing. You have to guess what this thing is.
Right. So I'm going to pick number 17.
17. The clue is, my name can describe a woman's dress. Yeah, okay. Clearly one without pockets.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to sit here thinking about it for too long.
Okay.
So
pick another number.
7.
Number 7. I can be plastic or metal.
Plastic or metal and could be a dress. Number...
Now, keep in mind, the name can be described as a woman's dress.
Yeah.
It's not saying it is a woman's dress.
Can be described as a woman's dress.
Yeah, so it's like a same word describing two different things. Don't get too hung up on that clue. It's not the best clue.
No. Number 4.
Number 4. Number 4 is, I am much longer than I appear.
Oh, Jesus. Number 20.
Number 20. Oh, you got ripped off because this is actually a board game as well. It says move ahead 3 spaces. That was a wasted one on you.
That shouldn't count. That shouldn't. We're not playing that. That shouldn't.
Dems the dice.
Fucking Jesus.
Look, don't blame Jesus for this, right?
Question
Jesus did
1.
not create this game. Number 1.
Yeah.
I always have a spring in my step. I can repeat these clues anytime you want.
Can you repeat all the clues I've asked for?
Yep. So the clues could be cryptic as well. So I always have a spring in my step. I am much longer than I appear. I can be plastic or metal. My name can describe a woman's dress. And move ahead 3 spaces. That's the one that Jesus forsook you on.
Question 15.
15, okay.
Yeah.
15 is, I am fun for a girl and a boy. You got a shit one here, man. I tell ya, it's not great. They're not great clues either.
How, do I only get one chance to guess, or can I guess as many times as I
No,
want?
you can guess at any time. And I'll say no. But once you've guessed, you have to pick another number. You can't say, am I a chicken? Am I a pelican?
Right, that's what I was kind of asking. So I can't do that.
Go through every single word in the dictionary.
Yeah. Question 2.
Question 2. Move back 3 spaces.
Those shouldn't count. We're not doing it on...
They count. Look, if it comes up for me, it is what it is.
Question 3.
3. I am a toy.
Slinky.
Yes, you got it. And it only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 out of 20 clues. That's all right.
I knew what it was when it said toy, but I couldn't think. For some reason, my brain kept going magnet.
Now, I'm doing something very weird. I look very strange because I'm trying to take a photo of the card without looking at it so I can send it to you. So what is the category?
I am a person.
A person, okay. I'll pick number 7.
I have guest starred on The Simpsons, South Park, and The Big Bang Theory.
Stephen Hawkins.
No.
Okay. Number 12.
12. My name has a strong aroma.
Oh, okay. Strong aroma. Been on The Simpsons, South Park, and what? Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can rule out Teller. Can we? Teller. Has Teller been on South? Teller. I'm going with Teller.
It's not Teller.
Damn it. Okay. Number 9.
I dropped out of Stanford University after 2 days.
Stanford. Simpsons and Big Bang Theory. George Takei.
No.
Okay. Let's go for 20.
Move any other player ahead 3 spaces.
Damn it. Okay. Other end of the scale, number 1.
I'm not an alien, but I used to be.
Fuck. Not an alien. And they were on Big Bang. They've got to be in sort of nerd geek culture somehow. Not an alien, but I used to be. Okay. Number 5.
I have 7 children.
The fuck? Who has 7 children and why?
I'll be honest, I don't know if that's accurate anymore.
Oh, some of them may have died. Oh, well, you could have had more. I
genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Okay.
It could be either way.
At time of printing, they had 7 children.
Yes.
Number 18, please. Greg.
Jeff Bezos and I have something in common, but mine is bigger.
Richard Branson?
No.
Oh, okay. What? What could it be? Bigger than Jeff Bezos's, like, is there anything bigger than Amazon? I was thinking rockets. Fuck. Okay, number 4.
Number 4. I'm known for my boring company.
Fucking Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look, we're tied at the moment, so we have to go another round.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to riffle through this deck, and you say when to stop, and that'll be your card. Thank you, Greg.
Stop. You went further than me saying stop.
No. Oh, well, you know how
time
it works.
lag. Time lag.
Yeah, time lag, exactly. I am a thing.
Oh, God.
And I want full Who Wants to Be a Millionaire thinking here. Talk out your answers out loud. Be a good contestant for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Jeopardy.
Okay, channel my inner pendulette.
Exactly. You have to pick a number.
Oh, so I do. Number 7.
Number 7 states, my popularity surged in the 1990s.
Furby.
Ba-bong.
I was trying to
I
think
like
of
that guess. It was a strong guess out the gates, and I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
But it was wrong.
Yeah. I didn't really have... There's no context clues, so you're just trying to go...
I know.
Things
yeah,
I remember
hard.
from the 90s. Number 14.
14. My binding has nothing to do with book publishing. I don't know what that means.
So it has to be something with binding, because books are bound.
Yeah, but it's got nothing to do with publishing, with book publishing, whatever this binding it's referring to.
You look confused. So
I don't understand that clue. That's all.
It does. It's not an obvious clue. So I will go.
For some people, it might be.
I suppose. Number 17.
17. Move any other player back 3 spaces.
Motherfucker. Question 20.
I am often found in ski resorts, but I'm not skis. The answer is not one of those dogs with the barrel of whiskey around its neck that digs people out of avalanches.
Lift.
No.
I was thinking
Nor is
ski
it an Uber.
lifts and
Oh, that type of lift.
yeah. But they were around much longer than the 90s. I don't know if they surged in popularity in the 90s.
Yeah, who knows? A ski lift may have surged in the 90s.
Well, exactly. Question 1.
Ooh, number 1, numero uno. A lot of people fall for me.
That sounds like one of those cryptic questions.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. There is a key word in there.
Yeah, which I'm assuming is fall. Is there something you fall for? Popularity surged in the 90s. Commonly found in ski resorts.
Yep.
But isn't
I'm not
skis.
skis. Move any other player back 3 spaces.
I'm not
My
counting that.
binding has nothing. My binding has nothing to do with book publishing. Yep. That's what you got so far.
Binding, fall, ski resorts, and 90s. Is it ski? Did the question say ski resorts?
I'm often found in ski resorts, but I'm not skis.
I've never been to a ski resort, so I don't.
Neither have
I can
I.
only go on what I know from television. No. Question number 5.
Number 5. I'm not a biker, but I appreciate a good helmet.
Helmet. Ball helmet.
kind
Binding. That binding one's kind of throwing me off.
Yeah, I wouldn't focus too much on it.
No, so fall, helmet, ski resort. I hate the fact that you're looking at it and you're like, you should probably get this.
Yeah, from a couple of the clues I could have. There's one that I thought I would have, got it from.
Ding.
You are allowed to pick another number. You're currently at 6 questions, 6 clues.
Have I had 12?
No, you haven't. Number 12. I am a mode of transportation.
Ski board? Oh, it's the board. Snowboard.
Yeah, you're there. Yeah, snowboard. That's what it is. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. You got that one. You did one better than last time. Good job. All right. And I'll pick that one. Let's go with this one.
I am a place.
Place. Oh, fuck. I'm screwed. Number 2.
I know some crazy rich Asians.
Singapore.
Yes!
Yes!
I was looking at it, I was like, if that came to me, I would have got it.
Yeah. Yes. I haven't even seen Crazy Rich Asians.
That's a
I
good
have
movie.
been to Singapore, though. Yeah. Oh, are we calling it a day, or do you want to go one more round? Do you want a chance to catch up?
We'll do one more round, just because I have no idea
right.
what timing's like on this.
Yeah, and we can cut it out of the final show. So just in case this last round doesn't make it, yes, I won! Yeah! The only reason why I bought this game is because I remember playing it one time as a child, and the clue was given. I picked the first one, and it was like, I am a mathematician. I go, Albert Einstein. I was like, oh my god, that's correct. And because of that, it's made me want this board game for like 20 years, 25 years. And I finally bought it.
I know the feeling, because I remember my mum was watching University Challenge one time, which don't know if any other places have, but it's like the smart quiz show for very smart people. And one of the questions, I can't even remember the question, it was something about whales. But I was walking past and I just went, beluga whale.
The place or the animal?
The animal. But it's like, I don't even think it was actually about whales. It was like mammal or something anyway. And I went beluga whale. Yeah. And that was right.
Oh, beluga.
And the only reason I said beluga whale is because I've been watching like Batman stuff, a Batman cartoon, and Aquaman was in it, and he kept talking about beluga whales.
Okay, so let's pretend University Challenge is on. I'll ask the question. I'll be the host, and then you just pretend to be you, not hard, walking past and giving the answer, okay, without really listening to the question. Here we go. The question is, in the film, The World Is Not Enough, in the James Bond film, The World Is Not Enough, the character Valentin Zukovsky sold this type of caviar.
Beluga whale. Correct.
I think it was just beluga caviar. I'm pretty sure I got all those facts right. If I didn't, though, write into us and let us know. admin@nicepodbud. Or you can just go to nicepodbud.com and there's a contact form at the top. Just click on that, write us your email. Outro music started good. But yeah, you can also talk to us on social media channels at nicepodbud. But also, if you just want to talk to Brogan, it's just at 7 billion needles.
Yeah, and if you want to talk to Wayne, it's at Wayne Geo.
Send us all your University Challenge questions, and we will answer them all with beluga whale.
Very much.
That's the only aquatic animal I know of. I mean, what other types are there? I mean, I guess you've got seahorses. That's the extent of my knowledge.
There are things in the ocean we cannot even comprehend. Why bother?
Exactly. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheese bags.